Hello there everyone, so welcome to another episode here on this Gorbad Ironclaw campaign. And I messed that up. I'll just leave it up. So, what do we want? I really would like Oglok the Horrible there. But before that, I kind of have to get all the lower upgrades. And this is the Glorious Charge for Greenskin Chariots. That will help in a couple of battles that we're going to have definitely here. So Ungrim with a lot of Slayers there. I'm wondering if I should just try, because that seems to be way too much of a fortress there. And I wonder if I should just try to, do some damage to it. Maybe I'll siege it, so that I don't take too many losses against Ungrim. I'll just lay it under siege and then try to see if I can ambush anything that reinforces. I think that would be a good idea. I don't see too much in terms of reinforcements, but there has to be a second army. So this is valiant defeat, even with the reinforcements. But yeah, auto-resolve, it does destroy a lot of stuff. But yeah, the main point is, of course, Ungrim is at the helm there, and there's a lot of good units there. So I'm just going to encamp, and in the meantime, I'm gonna spot to see if there's anyone recruiting or if there's another army. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna have a full army in no time. That's gonna be troublesome. So the point that I'm at this moment is that I want to really get all of these territories that previously were were controlled by the Beastmen. They actually did me a favor, because anything that was raised, they wouldn't be able to build on it. So no one has those territories, and then I'll just be able to colonize them. So it's an easier idea here. In the meantime, I do have this River Troll hag here to add to Ragnik's spider army. And I think I'm going to take away... No, I actually like that Night Goblin unit there, Maybe the Colossal Squig. No, one of the Mangler Squigs. Yeah, why not? One of the Mangler Squigs is down. And the idea is I'm going to try to get Nagashizar. Still don't need it for now, but I'm glad that I got that peace treaty with Nurgle, because that helps. I can get Nagashizar, and that's an awesome place to actually have. I could capture it. So either I get the money, and I think I'm going to get the money, I'm going to raise it so that I can, build up everything in my main province. I estimate that by around turn 70, I have everything available, which is good. And I'm definitely gonna need some peace treaty with this guy. I'm just checking if it raises. And then likely I need to conquer Agrumigdal there. Maybe I defeat one more army or something like that. And speaking of which, yeah, we're gonna we have ourselves a fight. Scylla is here, as well as... Oh, Scylla's dangerous, dude. I'm glad it's a large target, because that helps. So we have Scylla, and I have the other... Scar Blood Wrath, which is... He's almost indestructible, this guy. Has that regeneration, it's just like, it does heal way too much. But I'm still glad that they're fighting me with this army, because it's mainly the single entities there. I mean, the Forsaken, the Marauders, they don't do anything. So there's a lot of that army that would just lose very easily. And I'm still gonna get the reinforcements, and I really want to invest with the reinforcements. As always, try to use the Waagh armies whenever possible, even though this would be really an easy battle against. So I'm zigzagging, of course, trying to have my infantry with some open spaces so that I can actually shoot through them. And I'm gonna have some difficulties with the flanks because he does have more cavalry. I don't have any cavalry almost, so I'm just gonna send the trolls with one unit or another of black orcs. They should be just fine. And yeah, he does have some artillery, which is a problem, but it's not like it's Hellstorms or anything like that. You know, it's not a Dreadquake cannon from the Chaos Dwarfs. I can stand some shots. So, yep, that's the plan. I'm gonna have to take care of those single entities first. And that's all gonna be for my archers. Most of the units actually don't have shields, which is great. So, yep, that should be it as well. So I see the Chaos Knights, and I'm just going to send my Black Orcs and Trolls against them. Some archers are attacking here. Yeah, they won't do too much to that armor, but at least, you know, I'm forcing him to come at me. Those were some nice shots from the Soul Grinders, which I'm now attacking actually with some of my archers, while the others deal with other single entities. And yeah, this is going to be a battle where he's going to completely delete my low quality infantry units here, the goblins and everything, but I'm going to send my my black orcs in. So this way, this guy lost, these guys, or the main enemy forces lost their charge bonus, let's say. Now I can go in. So as you can see, yes, some of my goblins, they're already retreating, but my black orcs are completely fine. And some of his minotaurs are already fleeing. Other minotaur unit is halfway health, so that's perfect. And over here, the cavalry is also down, so I'm pretty sure I can even deal with the Exalted Bloodthirster here without having too much issue. And I still have some units in reserve as I set the Waagh. And look at that. Some of my own Waagh units are actually doing just fine, so much that they are pushing towards the Soul Grinders. So now it's time for me to focus on the single entities to see how well they fare. Gorbad is doing well here, and overall this is a rather an easy battle, especially with the Waagh armies, of course. But still, it's also important when you walk that you know that you can expand, or that at least you can defend in some locations. So yeah, the single entities are not going to survive much. This spell to reduce the base weapon damage and armor piercing damage is so good. It helps so much. Trolls against Soul Grinders, yeah, I know who to bet on. And overall, you can see that they are already being depleted. And yeah, that was a nice victory. I know that I'm going to try to chase a little bit, but there's so much archer power here. By the way, guys, archers, people tend not to use archers against armored units. It's shielded units that you shouldn't, because armored units still lose considerably, especially with some orc arrow boys. They do have considerable armor piercing, of course. We're not talking about 120 or 200 armor units, you know, but we're talking about, you know, units that have a little bit of it. Okay, just had yet another decisive victory here. There we go.
Gorbad Ironclaw. Let's go, boys.
So basically, instead of attacking Agril Midal, there was one.
It's always mine.
There was basically one army nearby that had what I showed you. You know, just a lot of Forsaken. It was very easy. So I fought it out and made him run away really fast. So, in other words, I'm very hopeful for this. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wish I had the construction costs reduced here. So now it's time to build up some defenses here, because I just know that these places are going to be building up. And yeah, time to finally colonize some of these places. So that's the main key case, you know. Just finally. I mean, it's been so long, and this is just so easy to do. I didn't even need to send a full army. But I mean, Khorne is nearby, and I really didn't want to have to fight against Khorne unless I had to. Or unless, you know, I had the best troops here. So, you're gonna go over here. Get the Revoltoral Hag. There you go. And yeah, I cannot use the underway stance, but that would be very easy here. I'll use both underway stances to go over there. I don't know if I want more units. Maybe I do want some arrows or some big guns. Yeah, why not? Yes, just some units overall to ensure that I get better outcome there. Either I fight it or to resolve it. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Over here, yeah, he's coming in with another army, and I think I'm doing the right thing, just sieging it up. Yeah, I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm gonna continue siege. I'm just gonna build some siege weapons here, and yeah. At least the idea is to try to reduce their numbers and to force Songrim into not moving at all, you know? Because so far that just means that they are not attacking the high place there, so yeah. And now Khorne. As you can see, he is rank 67, so that means it's almost nothing. I mean, he might have like an army or something like that, and that's it. But yeah, I'll likely get a peace treaty as soon as I can with them. So yep. That army can reinforce. Yeah, this can be tricky. If I can ambush that army, that would be perfect. Oh yeah, let's get that. If I could ambush this army, that would be perfect. But I don't know. Let me see if I can attack. That would give me a Pyrrhic victory, but it does destroy some of my units. I really don't want that. One more turn and I think I can do that, and then retreat to recover. Because I don't know if I can hold Mount Gorbad there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use that. I really want this, but it's on cooldown. And that's so helpful. Man, that's really helpful. And I don't have this one. This actually is really good. I was considering, like, with every, because of that one, it's good to have just a couple of trolls in your armies, you know. But still, I'm looking forward more for the ones with, where are they? With the, it's not here. It's lead a charge. Yeah, I need the Boar cavalry units, and for that I also need the Black Orc one. So that's cool. That'll give them, you know, plenty of good use for the cavalry units. So that's great. Yep. Yeah, that's a nice one. Just checking what I should. I know that keep him hungry seemed nice, would seem nice just for the upkeep. Maybe I get a full army of squigs and wolf riders and something like that. That would be a fun idea. But for now I'm trying to get at least something good.
I got some ideas.
Yeah, really want that tech to ensure that I can get less construction costs and everything, but I should also go for the ones that provide me a little bit better stuff overall, like more better sorry, what was I saying? That give me better buffs for giants or better buffs for the night goblins. You know, I really am struggling with what I need to get. So I'm thinking that this guy is going to conquer this place, or actually colonize the place. Oh, I don't have enough gold, so hold on, I have to cancel some buildings, or I have to fight some places. Yeah, I think I'm going to fight here, capture it. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, decisive victory. I don't think I lose anything. Yep. Loot and occupy. Definitely. I always like to loot a little bit with this guy.
Of the Ironclaw tribe.
Yeah, repair and then destroy that building. Really don't need that one. It's gonna go Woundmaker, so finally I'm getting him, you know, powerful to fight in 1v1.
What do you need?
I always like to engage with the army first. And this is... that has some units, some Minotaurs. Yeah, I know that for real, but let's colonize. Just getting these free provinces, I'm predicting that I can get like 2,000, 3,000 income from that. And that alone, with Nagashiza, with some specific buildings that I'm gonna get, like in Black Crag, the final, you know, the getting the top spider there, that's gonna revolutionize my wars against, for instance, the dwarfs, because suddenly I have something that can hit from pretty far away, which is the big problem against the dwarfs. And yep, I do want that building. I think I'm gonna get a peace treaty very soon with Khorne. I don't have too much of a requirement. Yeah, let's go there. I'll do the small trick of sieging up. Oh, hold on. Is this available? What is available here? A little one touch. No, that's the web weaving that I want. And I really want regimental. Yep. Because the other one is... yeah, do I want regimental or do I want a little one touch? I think I need regimental. Because that 10% upkeep, I mean, it's always so good. Do I have anything more important? No. Then let's go. It's on the right slot. Yes. Equip. Yeah, and suddenly you can see the reduction there. I can get power of the wall. That's always nice. Yep. And I can get the alpha ammo. Okay, that's good. I'll just get it because it's fine. I have enough plans, you know. So that's good. Likely those plans are going to help a lot. So, yep, I need that one. And I would love to have that. Yeah, I need that defensive. I would love to have this one. I think I'm gonna just get a peace treaty with Khorne and do that. Or maybe this battle will do. This hero, yeah, let me see what they have. That's dangerous. So yeah. How much would they give me? I think that would be cool. Let me just think it out through and see if there's no threats. Well, I do have Agron Medal there. Yeah, they seem to be far away. I think I'll do it. But that'll be next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.